To our university educational platform. Today is an introduction to Forex. This is part of our Forex basic education. As always, just a reminder that we're going through this to be educational and instructive, not giving personal investment advice. We are not financial advisors, and it's a good idea to practice trade and use a virtual account to learn and gain experience. So, an intro to the markets, we want to cover some key points today. First, just kind of introduce you to what the Forex markets are, who participates, and then whether it's a market you can participate in yourself. So, first, these are global markets. Central banks, money center banks, investment firms, retail brokers, and even us, the individual investor, we all play a role and we all have a part in these markets. Think about how foreign exchange or currency transactions take place. Let's say I'm Toyota and I do a lot of business in the US, but I'm based in Japan. As I sell cars in the US, I'm getting paid in US dollars, but I want to convert that back to my base currency as I bring it back to Japan. So there has to be a mechanism for me to convert US dollars to Japanese yen. And this is happening all around the world for businesses, for big banks, for retail brokers, and even for individual investors transacting based on currency exchanges. So the Forex market is huge because of all these transactions and money moving around the world. This is by far and away the largest market in the world. There's over 5 trillion transactions per day. This is driven by supply and demand. So if there is aggressive demand for a certain currency, a lot of buying of US dollars and a lot of selling of something else, it's going to move those prices just like any other market. So those things that are under demand, their value goes up. Where there's a lot of supply and a lot of selling pressure, their value tends to go down. This is an extremely liquid market, especially in the major currencies of the world, the US dollar and the British pound and the euro and so on. There's no centralized marketplace because this happens around the world. It's open 24 hours a day from Sunday through Friday, that being the FX markets. Of course, money's moving everywhere, but if you want to place FX trades, trade based on currencies, it's open from Sunday afternoon until Friday evening. Now, some key points here. Remember that the FX markets brings buyers and sellers together. It's a mechanism not only for converting currencies into other currencies, but actually to just profit from currencies moving against each other. And we'll focus more on that, the speculative nature, the trading nature of currencies in future videos. These are priced based on supply and demand, very heavily traded and liquid, open 24 hours a day, and most importantly, available to individual investors like us. So as we see opportunities and we see that a certain central bank is devaluing their currency and is likely to continue to do that, we can actually go into the FX markets, place trades, and profit from it. I hope you've enjoyed this video on an introduction to the FX markets. We'll see you next time.